The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
A man, is it the power in his hands? Is it his quest for glory? Give it all you got to fight to the top, so we can know your story. Now you're a man, a man, man, man. Now you're a man, a mounty, mounty, man, a man, man, man. You are now a man, you're a man. Now you're a male. Live it, live it. What makes a man? Is it the woman in his arms? Just 'cause she has big titties? Or is it the way he fights every day? No, it's probably the titties. Now you're a male. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh. Now you're a male. Male, 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 male. Now you're a male. M-A-N, man, 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 man. Now you're a male.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Hey, what is up, everybody? How you doing tonight? Welcome to the men's room. It's the Pop Culture Corner. With me, my left-hand man, because Tommy Gunn's having some internet issues. Yeah, the man, the myth, Superfan Adam Shawhan.
What is up, everybody? We are here. It is the men's room. It is Friday. What a week it has been. Sorry, Tommy Gunn, that your internet is just acting up. I blame an Australian. We'll blame David Applegate for that one. It's all his fault this week.
Oh yeah. Joining us as always is the Channel Dad.
I thought everything was Putin's fault.
Oh, I guess it could be.
Oh, it's always Tommy Gunn's fault.
Yeah.
And Dr. Coffinails.
Blame Canada.
Good to be here. I'm blaming Ezra Miller.
Good, as you should. As you should. I was like, is anybody coming? And then all of a sudden, like, boop, boop. But then I heard the little pops. But Dr. Coffinails, your thing, it said that you needed to do it. Oop, David Applegate firing back. He said it's Tommy's fault.
For life, baby. For life.
So, what's going on? How are you guys? How's your week been? I'm finally back in the chair. I'm not on location in a hot tub somewhere, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And
I was
you're
out by
missing it.
I am missing it. I was telling my wife, I was like, man, last week at this time, we was in a hot tub.
Was that a rental or do you actually own that?
No, it was a rental.
Oh, okay.
We
It
rented
looked
it
really
for a week.
nice.
Yep, down in Gatlinburg. It was pretty nice. There he is, the man.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hey.
What are you just on your phone?
I was trying to get on my phone to use data. Hopefully my signal stays strong now. I've done rebooted it 3 times.
What's going on? Is just the storm?
Every now and again it's going to be the new tower that they have that's kind of shaped like a triangle cylinder. I don't know what's going on with it. Every now and again they'll just stop. It just will like give me like 1 megabyte per second.
Where did they put a new tower at?
It's your modem.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've got one of them, the triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
Does yours ever act that way? I'm curious if I got a bad one or not.
Nah, man, mine's nice. I mean, it barely ever messes up.
Sure.
Oh, he just roboted out.
You'll have that with Tommy Gun.
Yeah, I know.
I'd like to take this moment to compliment Adam's shirt. I like that.
You know, it had to become a cutoff because the sleeves had started getting holy. So
there
I was
you
like,
go.
I'm not getting rid of the shirt, but sleeves are coming off, man. That's it. I'm saving the shirt.
You know why? Because you got the right to bear arms.
That's what,
right.
Bear arms. I've got the bear arms. I always cut the sleeves off my shirts whenever I outgrow them, aka I gain too much weight. I gain weight, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to get rid of the shirt. I just want to like, whatever. Don't judge me.
No judge.
All right, my internet went out again.
It's back? Did you say it's back?
Huh?
Did you say it's back? Hello, Thomas? Hello, Thomas?
Can you hear me?
Hello? Hello?
We can hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
Hello? Hello?
Tommy Gun's
Hello?
a nipple.
Hello?
I don't want to be alarmed, but cause alarm, but he has turned into a giant nipple.
Yeah.
So
That was me last week.
that might be why he can't hear us. He's a nipple.
there you go.
He got no ears.
Yeah.
He's nip-tastic.
Tommy gives it one hard nipple up.
They usually don't come in ones. They usually come in twos, but that's okay.
He's ashamed of the other one. One's usually bigger than the other. So there you go. Poor Tommy. But yeah, dude, it was a weird week. Like I said, I was doing some dog, runs locally, and they got to drive the PA and stopped at a Wahlburgers, and because of Tommy eating the soy chicken nuggets, that he didn't know wasn't chicken. I tried Mark Wahlberg's Impossible Burger, which I ordered it exactly how it came. Like I didn't change nothing. And I'm not a big sauteed onion guys, but it came with that, and it was tasty. The burger itself, the plant-based burger, it tasted like meat. It tasted better than a Whopper from Burger King, and it kind of reminded me of the texture of like the frozen Salisbury steak dinners. That's what it reminded me of, the family. But yeah, I mean, it's not like, oh, I'm not going to eat beef. I'm still eating beef, but it was a nice change up, and it wasn't disgusting or anything. Those little soy patties were nasty. Yeah. So
the Impossible Burger they do at Burger King's not bad. I haven't had it in a while, but
yeah, I have to try one of those to see how it is. But like, we can go to Whole Foods, Meijer up here. They actually sell the Mark Wahlberg, the Wahlburger patties and the Impossible Burger patties right next to them. So you're able to just pick them up. And so that's what we've been doing. I've just been cooking them. We've just tried that this week just to try it. And the only difference I've really noticed is sometimes how red meat will upset your stomach, or you'll belch it up a lot, especially like Burger King, for example. But I didn't have any of that. I didn't have any of the problems with my stomach with the plant stuff. So it was a nice surprise and shocked the hell out of me that it was tasty. But sorry, I'm still eating cows, guys. But it's a nice alternative.
Dr. Coffin Nails, are you a part of the WCBS fan page?
Yes, I am.
Are you? Would you be able? Could I tag you in the post for WCBS fan page, or are you trying to keep that separate?
No, you can tag me there.
Done.
That's fine.
Done skis. Because I'm making a post about us being live. And
Oh,
posting it on
okay.
there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I tagged me, Lape, and you.
Yeah, is that why you got so many views last week? I noticed you had a lot of views.
Maybe.
Like over 600.
I usually share it every week
Uh-huh.
in that, and then like the Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers page and all that stuff. And I'll just do that in the WCBS page. But
Yeah, it's Facebook too. Most of the guys
Yeah.
don't mind it. That that's the whole thing. They're like, go ahead and self-promote by all means.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Well, hopefully you didn't explode last week because I wasn't on, and hopefully this week you won't go down. So I guess we'll have to wait and see.
I think it had something to do with the boys, but
yeah,
probably a lot. Yeah, I've enjoyed the series,
dude. It is fan freaking tastic.
And the cartoons, dude. Oh my goodness, the bought baby. Good lord. It was hilarious.
Now, is that running like this? Is that in the same time period, or is that like an alternate story that stand alone?
I think it's just just different storylines that were there to keep you, because we had to wait for the in between the two seasons, so it was just kind of here's a taster of what's to come, and it was the same kind of writing and stuff. It was beautiful. It's hilarious. I didn't get through all of it.
What in tarnation? Lape just left. Where did Lape go? Now I'm a liar for posting that Lape's part of our thing. Man.
Rick, if you hurry up and delete his name off of it, more people might show up. You never know.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
No, it's he's always having issues lately, as of late.
Come on, man.
We thought it was bad when he was in Ohio.
Yeah. I need to find me a new button.
But yeah, like I said, I tried it his way, and then when I made one here at home, I put some of my seasoning on it, and I think that's the best way to go about it. Or like you said, the one at Burger King isn't bad either. But there you go if you want to try them. But yeah, I didn't have any regrets. It tasted fine.
Somebody didn't sound happy.
Right. I mean, we've all ate McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King before the FDA gave a flying crap. So I'm sure we've ate more crap that we shouldn't have ate in our lifetimes. So this even goes with poor Seth.
That was my dog Buster. He wasn't happy for a second.
That's all right.
Hi.
Lape.
There he is.
What doing? Did I just hear like a little kid say hi?
That was my daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought Dr.
I was like, am I hearing something?
No. That was my daughter. She brought my dog out to the garage where I'm stationed in the garage. It's like
nice.
That's cool.
Which is kind of nice, isn't it? I have a 2-car garage right now. It's half full of my car and half full of a bunch of junk that I need to get rid of. So
nice.
But yeah, it's a nice garage. I'll be able to show it to you when I get my new computer. I still can't get my camera to work. So
is it like detached or is it with the house?
No, it's detached.
So is mine. That's cool.
Yeah, I think you get cheaper insurance if it's detached.
I was getting ready to say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like having because mine's attached, and then I've got the one that's as big as my house garage.
Yeah. There you go.
I wish I had a house as big as my garage. No, I'm sorry. I wish I had a garage as big as my house.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Adam's been in my garage. We did a show in the garage one year. It was awesome.
Yep.
Lape was there. It was great.
Yep. So I found out I was a grandpa. Now she's almost a year old.
Oh gosh,
7 months old.
So long.
I know.
Daddy, I found some dirt.
It's hard to believe that it's been a year since I've been down there.
Hot tea. ASMR
and then the trip to the PA, going back through Ohio, sat there and talked with a fellow, which I don't normally do. I usually just get in and out, but stopped there and talked with he was a homeless vet that was just talking. Which oddly enough, they've got some new buildings they're building here locally, I guess, for veterans that have, because of so many that have ended up homeless recently, as well as from before. So that's good to see that we're finally starting to do that here. But ended up giving the dude a little bit of cash just because I could. No big deal. Then the other day, man, right in the middle of a podcast, I hear voices. I'm like, why am I hearing people out where I usually drink and smoke? What the hell, man? I'm on a corner lot, but there's no sidewalks and no people come by that. Dude fell asleep behind the wheel.
Dang.
Like 106 degrees out. He was on his way home. He literally lived just less than a quarter mile up the road on the right. And he passed out. There's a stop sign. He passed out the stop. He remembers stopping at the stop sign, and that's it.
Oh, was that near you?
He drove through my yard.
Oh my God! I didn't realize that was your yard. I saw that post.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
That very first picture with the screens, that's my pallet porch that I built.
Wow.
So it's pallets, and that's a screen door for a window. So, back when they were like $10. I think I paid $8 a piece for those doors at Menards because of all the sales that were going on when I did it.
Menards.
Yep.
So, yeah, so that happened. And like by the grace of God, he didn't hit the huge ass walnut tree or the oak or he didn't hit my garage. He didn't
or drive into your house or drive into
yeah, because it would have been the garage, or in the pool. It's like, okay, he didn't hit nobody. He didn't do much damage. Like he took out my fence, and I told he's a 62-year-old gentleman, and I just told him, man, I'm like, okay. Once we knew he was okay, got looked at. I'm like, you had the angel on your side. I'm so glad that you didn't die because you'd have killed my resale value on my house. And I got him laughing and everything. I got him. I thought maybe he was dehydrated, so I gave him some water. Got a bottle of water for him, and he came back the next day and told me, he's like, yeah, I ended up passing out. I said, well, that happens. Dude. But I told him, look, he has insurance and we can file it. But I'm like, look, if you just want to help me make it right, we'll put in a couple posts and maybe a little section of new fence.
Right.
And, that's cool. Like, that'd be fine too. Because why make somebody's insurance go up over,
Yeah,
like he wasn't drunk.
I had a guy hit my fence. It was a DUI wreck. Actually, it didn't hit my fence. Hit a telephone pole out in front of my house at 3 a.m. And oh, dude, I was so pissed. My daughter was like a couple months old. She was like freaking out. It was bad.
This dude wasn't drunk. That was the thing. He was not drunk. He's just a 62-year-old guy that was on his way almost home after a full day's work. And and by the grace of God, he didn't get hurt. He didn't. He killed his truck.
Doctor, your mic cam needs to be added.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I was trying to get my camera to work again, and every time I do that, it drops me out.
Gotcha.
Let's see if I can stay connected for more than 2 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you having issues with where you live now?
Well, sometimes it's pretty clear right now. We had storms this afternoon, but sometimes the satellite internet does different goofy things. I found another one. I got to get okay from our IS department from security, but this thing called, was it Magnus? I think it's called Magnus Broadband. It utilizes cell phone towers, but it has a signal booster on it. So it can hit cell phone towers 7 miles away. So, which they're on this ridge, which I don't understand. The ridge straight out from us, there's no towers on, but you go a couple miles up the valley and there's towers. So I don't know why they haven't come this far down. But so if they like it, I can do. You got to buy the router, but you get 14 days money back guarantee. So if I get okay, I'm going to try that probably in a couple of weeks. And I want to try and get a 10-day forecast, find out how long it's going to take to get a 10-day forecast so that would love to have a storm roll through while I'm testing it to see if it stays connected. Now, today our power went out for about half an hour, so it doesn't matter what internet you got at that point.
Right.
So
you get a generator.
Yeah. So where we are, yeah. Well, we've got a solar panel battery thing, which I haven't hooked up yet. But so yeah, I don't know why it keeps dropping out today. But the last couple of days in the evening, it's been really bad. Like last night about 8:30, I said screw it, and I went and walked the dogs around and just kind of did nothing for an hour, and then went to bed about 10 o'clock. But it happens. Gets foggy in the morning. Sometimes the satellite stuff doesn't work right. So, but this other stuff's supposed to be a lot. The speeds aren't about the same. It's the latency that should be better. So we'll see.
Right.
If I do it.
So how does that handle you working from home? Like, do you have good Wi-Fi for that, or
the company? Yeah. So I had to get approval before we bought this house of what I knew what the options were. And then the remote thing is, you can work remote, but if something happens, power goes out, you lose internet, you have to take PTO if you can't make the time up. But of course, with a lot of stuff we do, unless you miss some important meetings, which isn't that often, you just, like some people will do, we'll just make it up, because it's happened even for people who live in Cincinnati. They're 40 minutes from the office and the power goes out and they don't feel like getting all dressed up and going in. They'll just wait when they're working that evening. So it just depends. But yeah, it's a requirement. You got to have high speed internet. And we can work remote anywhere in the continental US. So Alaska and Hawaii are out. There's parts of certain counties in California. There's a couple states we can't. I think it's Nevada and
why?
I don't know, but I don't know why. I don't know if it's a tax law situation. I don't know if it's something in the payroll system that they use. I don't know. They just said, here's the rules. And because there's a lot of people, being in the programming, there's a lot of people that are from India that would love to work. They go visit their parents for 3 weeks. They'd love to be able to get a few days in here and there, but no international. So, because I think that would just complicate the tax laws too a lot. Are they working in India or are they working in the States? So, but anyway, I can't wait to do my taxes this year because I'll have Virginia and Tennessee. Tennessee doesn't have an income tax, but Virginia does.
There's something you don't hear too much. I can't wait to do my taxes.
Yeah. No. Well, I'm being sarcastic.
Well, yeah.
Because it's going to be interesting because they're in Ohio. The company's in Fairfield, Ohio, and so I don't know if Ohio and Virginia have reciprocity, so that'll be fun. But anyway. So, but if it keeps dropping out, I may not come back. But so far, knock on wood, I'll keep my camera off, and that tends to help too. I found out in Teams it's been a couple weeks ago now, I guess, that you can turn off. I could turn off the incoming video, so sometimes it starts stuttering. I just turn everyone's camera off for me.
Okay.
And
you mean Microsoft
fixes
Teams?
it right up. It's amazing. Yeah. And there's a little ellipsis menu. You click on it, and down there at the bottom it says "Turn off incoming video."
Now I noticed that
but apparently Teams works better than Zoom. Yeah. So, because apparently Zoom is horrible where we are, but Teams so far works.
Well, Hangouts used to work fine. Just saying.
If there was a if there was a way to adjust EQs and volumes on StreamYard, perfect. It'd be awesome. It'd be so much better. But the problem is you can't adjust volumes, and I can't compensate for my soundboard. So when the sound goes on, audio drops out. for the live stream. Now, when you listen back, download it and listen back, it sounds all right. But I don't know. So, speaking of the continental U.S., there's a manhunt going on right now. Did you know?
Yes, I did.
Ezra the Flash Miller is apparently on the run.
Well, they'll never catch him. He's too fast.
Yeah. He's so flaming fast.
Well, he hides out in all those flamey places, so
Yeah. I mean, if people can change their pronouns, I can change my nouns. Person, place, or thing. It's all flaming. That flaming.
Flaming, baby.
It's the what does he buy?
He's something.
What's he refer to himself as? Not bisexual, but
non-binary.
Non-binary. But yet he seems to only be going out with women, usually underage women. So
yeah.
So
that's the thing for today. Where is they? Oh my gosh, there's 2 channel dads. The world cannot handle it.
Oh no. We got double the anus.
Double the anus.
Oh Lord.
It'll eventually time out. Yeah, apparently it just reset. I just got a message from my server that the connection reset. So.
My Lord. Everybody's having internet problems tonight. Poor Tommy.
Mine's good.
Yeah.
Mine's working so far, and I'm just on my crappy phone, so I'll just hang in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Is Tommy got a cable modem? Is that what that thing is? Or
yeah,
is it DSL?
Cable.
Yeah.
I've got a cable modem, and mine works fine.
Excellent.
Yeah, I remember when that was.
Hey, speak of the devil. I guess his ears was itching.
What's up? I think the internet's fixed, but I'm not positive. So if I drop, I drop.
That's what she said.
If he does, he does. What's up, Tommy? What's going on, man?
Not much. If I have good internet tomorrow, I can play Justice League 2.
Well, see, there's a problem with that.
Why?
I got to set it up tonight. So I need to know.
What are you doing? What are you doing Thursday?
I don't
know. See, I have no control of the internet. Like, it's doing good now. If it goes through tonight, like the show, if I don't drop again, then we'll do it Justice League 2.
Okay. Which one? What Justice League is it? Justice League 2. What do you mean?
It's the video game's called Justice League 2. Injustice 2.
Oh, okay.
Injustice 2.
So I got to make a thing for it.
You play it on the Xbox, Tommy.
So did everybody watch The Boys?
Yep.
Is that what y'all been talking about?
No.
I'm still behind. I'm still on season 2. I'm so ashamed. I'm still in season 2. I want to catch up. I've read all the comics. I can give you the comic book perspective.
I will say though, the first episode of this season, you see how far they'll go with graphics. And you're like, oh my god. When the dude gets split in half.
After what Homelander did, bro. Again, with the Homelander.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Oofa.
Dude, that was wild.
I'm loving it. Like we were talking about. People were complaining about a certain part, but then when you get to the next episode, it all fits, which it also still fits the character from season 1.
Huh.
So,
okay.
Like, they hook, line, and sinker with entertainment these days. Bad publicity is as good as good. But they don't care as long as you're talking about them. So, But I'm still in love with the boys. I don't care. Seth and I were talking about this backstage. It's sad. You got to figure out, is it even worth watching? Is it good? And this, I still feel is.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
I like the aspects too. Butcher becomes, a superhero, superhuman that he hates. It's kind of, there's some stuff going on behind the scenes.
Huh. So I was wondering when that was going to happen, because that's in the comic before it even starts. He's already taken the V stuff, so he finally takes it in a show, huh? Butcher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
there's
like
a lot of
23 or some shit they're calling it. It's
Right.
different because it only lasts 24 hours or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, V24. Or is it V24?
I thought it was 23, but it could be,
because it's supposed to be for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So all I gotta say though is, who he hooked up with in the last episode surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah, we were talking about that. That was pretty wild.
Yeah, the last episode was wild. You thought last week's was a cliffhanger, Tommy. Good God. This week's.
Oh, yeah.
And as simplistic of storytelling as it is, this episode tells the same story again and again and again and again and again, but it's so different. It's the same story, though. It's funny the way it works. And it was very entertaining, I feel, this episode with a lot in it. So, yeah, with her Homelander dildo. Yes, sir. Oof, that's all I can say. Good gosh.
Well, I have seen the first 4 episodes of Stranger Things season 4, but that's yesterday's news at this point. You guys have already covered that, so I don't know if you want to go.
A little bit. I mean, I'm ready. I'm still patiently waiting. We got what, like 15 days.
Yeah, I think June 1st is when the last 2 episodes drop.
Yeah.
Daggone it! I still haven't seen. You mean July 1st?
Yeah,
July 1st. That's what I meant.
I haven't even. We haven't even got to start it yet. I'm so frustrated about it.
Oh, it's good. I'm really really pleasantly surprised at how good I like season 4 so far.
Yeah, it's season 1 and season 4 so far are my favorite seasons.
Right.
Yeah, because season 1, like, that's the first time we saw it, the way they did it. And when we get this season, like I said, that's what it reminded me of was season 1, because we're there in high school now. It's totally different. The dynamics completely as it would be and should be. So, yeah, I was really, really liking it. And then you get the mystery that's going on, and you've got to solve stuff.
Right.
And, man, I just loved it.
I like the new villain is great. I like the tie into Dungeons and Dragons, and I think I can't remember who was asking me. I think it was you, Seth, that was asking me about did I play Dungeons and Dragons like 2 weeks ago? Probably because of Stranger Things. And Vecna, who's the main villain. This is just one nitpick. He plays Vecna in an adventure, and it takes place in 1986. And Vecna really was not. There was no version of him in first edition D&D, which went through 89 or 90. But I liked it. I liked that so much that I went back and got some of my old books, and I did a first edition write up of Vecna over the last couple of days. So now there is. So I'm assuming that's what that guy did.
I don't want you to hear this part because it's
all
a
right,
big
hang
spoiler.
on. Hold on just a second. Check this out. This will be for tomorrow for Coffee and Gaming.
There you go.
If you can do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
I'm gonna pull my headphones out. Adam, just like wave your hands or something when it's done.
Yep.
All right. So how many times did y'all get a thing of Freddy Krueger? I'm just curious. There's secret Easter eggs of Freddy Krueger, and I want to know how many of y'all found.
Well, have you seen the
Yes.
Have you seen all 7 episodes so far?
I got to do the very last episode, but I've seen the reviews, some of it.
The only Easter egg I know is that it's got Robert Englund on there, of course.
That's one. And then they mention Freddy Krueger because they compare the villain to the Freddy Krueger.
Right.
And then the third thing is when they're in the movie store, there's a cutout of Freddy Krueger right at the door.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
So I was curious if there was another one in the last episode, and where I haven't seen it, I can't find it.
Well, I've only seen the first 4, so I'll get through them by the first, and hopefully catch up on the boys too. But
yeah,
I need to just slam those down so I can catch up on them. How many have they shown? How many episodes of season 3 of the boys have they shown now?
5.
Have they shown just 5 episodes? Okay.
So
they dropped
it's probably only gonna be 8 episodes like everything else is.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They dropped the boys out early yesterday. It was out yesterday, and it's supposed to be Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a new episode every Friday, and I watched it yesterday. So I don't know.
I just watched it today, but I wasn't looking for nothing yesterday to watch.
You want to wave if he can see you? You want to wave your arms at Seth?
Well, he's off screen, and I know he typed something, so I think he said he'd be right back.
Yeah, what do you got behind you there, Adam? Is that Batman the Animated Series? I thought
it's just a whole bunch of the Joker laughing from everything. From
okay.
All kinds of different, it's like a half hour long.
How did you like the movie The Joker, where it was just him?
I liked it.
It was overrated. It was an all right movie, but it was overrated by far. And like that Joker isn't the Joker for any of the like that.
Right.
That's not my Joker. Joker was a genius. He was a fool. But I mean, it was a good take on it. For like the newer comics they launched with the 3 Jokers and all that kind of stuff.
It was an interesting.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, kind of compounding on what you were saying. I thought it was an interesting take. It was a good movie, but I don't see. You can't really use that Joker as a Batman villain, and you can't really. I mean, it's just a one-shot Elseworlds kind of take. I mean, it's not. I can't even see how they're going to do a Joker 2, other than they want to make more money. But I mean,
exactly.
I mean, I don't.
Joker 2: The Search for More Money.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, it's good to see the Joker get some more limelight, and you can
throughout
that movie, you can make Cesar Romero as the Joker, kind of see him, bounce off here, and Nicholson bounce in there, and but that's as a fan doing it. It doesn't come naturally. Like if you've never seen any of the other Jokers and knew nothing, and you watch that movie, and then you pick up a comic, you're going to be so confused because it's like, wait a minute, he's got a illness that makes him laugh. I mean, okay.
Right.
But then again, it is so very Joker in the aspect of you don't know what's real and what's not real in this movie.
Right.
But that, again, is where this movie ends. It's an end, he's running away. You see bloody footprints,
Right.
And you can tie that into any, you can use that in any of the animated movies. And, this could be a possible backstory for him.
Right.
So.
I didn't like the aspect of him possibly being Bruce Wayne's brother. I didn't. That's been so overdone where the villain is the hero's long brother or whatever. It's like they even did that in the last.
But I like how that you find out that the mother was in a mental institution and
right,
insane. Yeah. So of course,
Adam, dude, wave your arms.
Come back, Seth.
Go away. Go away.
Don't go toward the light, Seth.
Okay. Hey, you know whose lightsaber this is?
Who?
Would that be Mace Windu?
Yeah. Did you know that Mace Windu was played by Samuel L. Jackson?
I heard that.
Did you know Samuel L. Jackson identifies as an African American?
I thought he identified as a purple lightsaber.
Did you know that until Moses Ingram or whatever, there was no black people in Star Wars.
Well, those statements can't be true then. So, the Samuel Jackson thing must just be a rumor because they just said she was the first. They just said she was the first black woman of color, person of color to be.
Mace Windu was so cool to me that I went out and got his lightsaber.
Yeah,
because I'm racist.
He was probably one of the coolest things in the prequels. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I wish he would have been in them more, especially a lot more actually.
Dude, the hilt on this thing's actually really cool. Like it's probably one of the better feeling ones, I think. I mean, it's just a costume toy, but still cool.
I still got a 3D print one. There's tons of them. There is absolutely tons of them, and they open like that.
Dude,
I'll have to pull up a video to show you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Which they're pretty badass. I've seen them, and then you'll get the finished product. Used to be get them for about $50. Now I don't know.
I want one that I can legit beat you with, Tommy. Like I don't want to hurt you or nothing, but I mean I want to be able to hit you and not cause any problems and not break.
The saber.
Well, the ones I can print, you can take out the blade and change it for a different color.
Seth just wants to go to town on you with a Nerf bat.
I want to be able to swing it and hit something and not worry about it breaking, because I had a ton of lightsabers, like growing up as a kid that I would buy at Walmart, and like they all just sucked.
Right.
Qui-Gon Jinn was probably that was the one I had. That was cool.
Alright, I'm gonna put it in private chat.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm looking at different ones. Now
the filament I want to use, it's basically little pieces of metal. So when you make it, it's actually metal, and then you can actually spray vinegar or just leave it outside, and it'll rust to make it look antique. And that's the one I'm trying to.
Ultra Sabers make ones you can duel with. Like that's one of the ones that Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective.
But they're super expensive.
Yeah.
Now this guy, he made his to the extreme. He made a crystal for it and everything.
Huh.
As long as it wasn't a meth crystal, yo.
I imagine Dooku's lightsaber would be extremely comfortable to wield.
I have it. I love it.
I always like the dual blades.
I like the dual blade, but I don't. I don't know. I don't know.
What about the whip saber? Did anybody like it?
Sucks.
One at a time. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
You got like that 8-foot staff, but it's a lightsaber, and you don't want to hit the lightsaber parts. Like in real life, sure, because it's a laser, so no problem. But
right, and I really I liked it the fact that you could use like Darth Maul. When you first meet him, he activated the one side, fought Qui-Gon right there on the sand, one-sided, and nobody really caught on how big the hilt was.
Yeah.
And then when he got into the hangar and hit both beams, everybody in the thing was like.
And nobody said the line, they do that now?
Right, man. I'm sorry. The prequels were like, they weren't good movies, but they were good Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was a good story.
Now, how did y'all feel about the lightsabers that were whips? It was in the comics, it was never in the movies.
Yeah. I thought that was okay, I guess. That one Lumina, that one woman that was the one that used them, right?
Yeah, and the reason it was like a whip is because the crystal was all broken up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it would work that way, but
I feel like
her name was
this doesn't work.
Yeah.
What was her name? She's the one that ends up killing Mara Jade. Spoiler alert, but
Or like these stupid people from the Last Jedi and their dumb weapons.
Yeah.
They just need a pill with a V on it and it gets stiff again.
right.
I mean, seriously, like, why have this itty bitty lightsaber with a blade? Like, what are you doing, bro?
You just go down a little bit further and whack it, and then it cuts it off. So problem solved.
Well, not only that, if that would the actual lightsaber part would cut, but the blade would get stuck.
In the follow through, yes. Exactly. I don't know. I mean, I think that could be cool. The whip could be interesting.
It would, but it would change totally how Jedis fight. Like,
yeah,
they have a certain. That's like doing boxing with martial arts. It's just going to be overpowering.
Don't get me started with this lightsaber, the Nutcracker.
Oh, that shit was Don't you know that's how you eat your Chinese food with the lightsaber?
Yeah, the memes from that were glorious. Yeah, that was a good one.
I mean, that's just that's just stupid. I mean, she had a double bladed. I was kind of like, okay, that's kind of cool.
It wouldn't have been as stupid had they actually had Rey turn evil, but they just teased it and then they did nothing with it.
So, what movie did the best lightsaber? I just don't understand the new ones. Why I can't think of his name. He's basically I can't think of his name, but his lightsaber looked like crap. Like it wasn't smooth. The blade was.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah, I don't understand why his was like that. I never fully watched
it. It was the crystal. He had an unstable crystal.
It was supposed to be just like it was I don't know.
He technically didn't have the complete training, so they said this in some article I read. I don't remember where for context, but he said in the article that Kylo Ren hadn't been officially fully trained, so his lightsaber was to show that he knew a little bit but didn't know a lot, and it was to be imperfect. So like you had exposed wires on the outside of the hilt. You had it was very
so if you just threw water on him, he'd electrocute himself.
Yeah. Kylo Ren. Because it is very, very poorly made. I want a big picture of it.
Yeah, it's badass, though.
I mean, it kind of was. It was.
The way they did the exact replica of it, like for the Black Series. I've got the Black Series one. It's badass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like basically the components that need to be covered are covered, but then other ones aren't. But it doesn't really, when you look at it, doesn't really affect, and again, he needed to finish it. But yeah, it just made it that much more cooler. And I could have swore it had something to do with the crystals as well, because they're not using actual kyber crystals.
They're using synthetic.
Yeah, and his was unstable. Somewhere I'd heard or read something.
That is true. That's complete. That is true. Okay. I was just they were also. I saw that one too.
Right.
We have good pictures.
Yeah. And I thought that was a cool backstory as well. So, for the movie, because I had gotten the lightsaber and hadn't seen the movie, but I just loved it, like having the actual lightsaber. Yeah.
Because I was like, oh man, that looks so cool. Then when he got in there, started talking, and took his helmet off, I was like, this dude's so weak.
I
took it as he was a trainee, and then as he went to the dark side, really he's dealing with Snoke. From from the other side or whatever. So he's not going to get shit training either. Like you were just saying too, you know, that he wasn't being, he didn't know anything. And the training he got, I'm sure, was few and far between. But they could have done a lot more with it. And again, maybe if we would have got the second movie to follow the first movie, might have helped. But we didn't. And then by the third movie, it was just, let's give them everything so nobody can bitch.
Yeah. Snoke, there was a character that went nowhere. Turned
her parents, another character, you know, another line that went nowhere, and then it's Palpatine's granddaughter.
They should have made him Darth Plagueis. I mean, that was what I assumed they were going with.
Yep.
Because his face was all scarred up, like someone had tried to kill him. And
is this the one that you got?
Yeah, Black Series. Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. None of the pictures are loading, but
yeah, it's sick, dude. I've got all of them up till they did Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars or A New Hope. They did that one. I picked that one up, and then Dooku. I've always wanted a Dooku, and I got one. They came out with the Emperor one, and I kind of wanted one of those. They did come out with the Darth Mauls. I would like to get those. They're still like Kit Fisto. I'd like to get his. They did what Ventress from the cartoons. I'm kind of like, well, maybe. But then like all the newer ones is like Leia. I don't need Princess Leia. I'm sorry, wasn't a Jedi. Sorry,
no.
You know. The Ahsoka's don't really. I think the character is cool. Don't get me wrong, and I love the actress, but I don't need her lightsaber. That's not OG or even prequels for me. So, and what I want is Lucas's end of the story, man. That's what I really truly want. At the end of the day, don't give me this Obi-Wan crap. And I love this last episode. It was so Clone Wars, the cartoonish, where it reminds you so much, and looking at it, that was great. But again, it's a shit show. It sucks. I wanted Star Killer with Vader,
right?
You know, do that whole video game, dude. That, you know, that would have been awesome. I feel this is a soft reboot of A New Hope for me, because in 8 years, I don't see this Obi-Wan being the Obi-Wan.
No, man, dude.
How does he meet Leia and interact with Leia? And then when she makes the message in A New Hope, she's like, "You helped my father during the Clone Wars." She wouldn't say that. She would say, "Oh, remember when you rescued me on whatever 8 years ago?" Yeah.
I think it's more the Family Guy old dude that, you know, like
yeah.
That's what it's more like. It's like, none of it makes any sense. That's why I call it a soft reboot, because that's how I think it is. It's their way of rewriting A New Hope just before it, because it's killing everything. And we never needed this story from Obi-Wan. Like, I never agreed with you and McGregor where he said, well, there was a story there to be told. And I'm thinking, no, when we met him in Star Wars, you understood he had fought in the Clone Wars, but you didn't have to know what the Clone Wars were, you know?
Right.
You knew he was an elderly Jedi. So, yeah, there was a lot of stuff we could have learned. But I was fine with Ewan as a young Obi-Wan, but even when he was getting a little bit older, and then, you know, with Anakin and before he turned to Vader, that was the biggest thing. I'm like, I mean, he was okay, but not for being older. Younger, definitely. But it's not his fault, you know, to follow that great actor, you know.
Everybody and their brother was like, dude, Obi-Wan, like, what is this? What is the show going to do? Because he can't, like, leave the planet. And what do they do? He leaves the planet.
Yep.
What do you guys think about the Grand Inquisitor's lightsaber?
I thought that was pretty neat when I first saw it in the cartoons.
The circle, the ring, and it spins.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
I enjoyed watching what Vader did to the chick when she tried doing it, and what Vader did was awesome.
What happened?
He like just destroyed this. Like, she's got it spinning, and then he ends up like stabbing her in the gut with her own lightsaber. Yeah, but
apparently, if you want to buy Darth Maul's Black Series lightsaber, it comes in 2 pieces. You got to buy both pieces.
Yeah, they used to be about $178 at the Disney store when they carried it.
It's pricey.
Now, do you get? Is there like a connector in between it, or
Yeah,
what?
there's a connector for in between to tie them together. The biggest issue is the same thing with the original ones that I have that were the pre-Black Series. You can still find them, but they went out of business. So if you break your shit, you're out of luck.
I think this is Black Series Darth Maul Force Effects lightsaber. Yeah. So you only get like half of it.
Yep.
And then it does. Huh. Oh, okay. I see the couple. So I guess you do have to buy both of them. That kind of sucks, man. Why don't they just like? I mean, I get making it more expensive because it is more of a lightsaber, but like I would just do one purchase.
Because they got you.
Because the original ones are like $500-600 still.
Oh.
Gosh.
That's.
Of course, out of stock, not available. Of course, Kmart, because Kmart's not even here anymore. Black Series Leia Organa.
Yep.
Get the heck out of here.
Like I said, I don't care about Leia's.
Nope.
Don't care about Ahsoka's. I'd like to get Palpatine's.
I don't even know if I know what that looks like.
It looks like all the stuff that they had made like 5th scale of. It's real nice, pretty gold and all that shit. But I mean, it looked great in my cabinet with all the other ones I got. Because you put your lightsabers in gun cabinets, duh.
So, you were mentioned Asajj Ventress. Why don't they do a live action show of her? I thought she was a great character. Yeah. Especially in the original Clone Wars cartoon. I thought the part where she fights Anakin, those are the best parts, and I love that part. It's like, do some more of that. Have her come back somehow.
Well, I mean, we wanted the bounty hunters, and we never really got that. We ended up getting Boba Fett, Mando, whatever, but that's not what we really were expecting. And again, the best part of Rogue One was the Vader part. Yeah, that's it. You can do it with the blade or without the blade, and that is pretty ass looking.
Wow.
A rechargeable port, an SD card. Why would you need an SD card?
Even the Mace Windu one's pretty badass looking.
Huh.
Nice.
I've seen there was another company that made one that was a lot nicer than the Black Series. Like legit made. And it was really nice, but yeah, it was expensive. I like my Black Series for the price.
Was it one of you guys talking a few weeks ago that those handles are the lightsaber hilts are actually based on a lighting equipment? Like
yeah, Tommy brought that up a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Said that
and I had never known that before. Which is probably why they look so realistic, because it was a realistic thing that was actually used, and that's what it's based on.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
And then like a Darth Revan one too. Like I didn't get that because I don't even really know anything about the character, but he's got like a purple blade too. So the Black Series stuff was pretty badass, and the replica stuff from before that, like I said, I have one of those, and they're identical, other than the fact that one takes a AA and one takes a AAA, and one has brand new LEDs versus 30-year-old LEDs, but you can't really tell the difference.
Lightsabers can cut steel, but not cut through stormtrooper armor, yet still kill them. But makes sense since a slap to the face takes out a trooper. Which is good. Prequel, okay. Sequel's meh. Sequel trilogy sucks. Totally agree. Yep.
I would have said that, yeah, it was a Disney thing up until, less than 5 minutes later, they're whacking off a lady's hand. So I'm like, okay, we can't cut through Clone Trooper. That was like I told you, that was the biggest bitch I had about that first episode. Right from the beginning, they
dude, yeah, right off the bat, you saw the stormtrooper get a lightsaber to the arm, and it just like arcs and like has like a burn mark.
Yeah. So like that was the main thing. But I mean, I liked the first episode. I really did. I kind of liked where it was, how it started. I was like, okay, this isn't so bad. Other than the lightsaber bit, I'm like, okay, this is some bullshit. And then the second episode goes on, and I'm kind of like, oh, this is. And then by the third episode, I was like, that's it. This is bullshit. And then on to the fourth, and it was like, yeah, they're just rewriting it. That's all it is. It's a soft reboot of Star Wars, in my opinion.
Right.
And it's sad because they could have really, if they would have done what was right, they could have done something phenomenal. But then again, I guess Ewan is pretty leftist, so.
Yeah. I was dumb enough to believe in 2012 that it was going to be a great thing, and they were going to do the sequel trilogy was going to be great.
But again, Disney, man, why wouldn't they?
I don't know.
After all the stuff we've waited on, and George sold it, and we're told all these lies that they're gonna, keep it true and keep it real, and they didn't do any of that.
No.
If that was the case, we wouldn't have got the Lego version with the new characters for a holiday special, which it was awful.
Right.
I mean, I pay for Disney Plus, so I can bitch about it. I at least pay for it. That's how I feel. It's like, you know what? At least I pay for it. But there's still a lot of good stuff on there that I like.
Right.
Mainly cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Silver Surfer's on there, baby. It's only one season, but try finding it anywhere else.
Is it? I haven't seen it.
I've heard that's good.
Yeah, it's real good. I mean, I find a lot of stuff on YouTube I like because, just throw it on and then it just plays and you're good to go. And a couple of apps that I've got the stuff on, same thing. I just hate Netflix because you'll start watching a series and then it'll say, oh, don't do it again. But as soon as you turn your TV off, it forgets that it's not supposed to tell you again. So like 3 episodes in, it's like, oh, are you still watching this? Didn't I tell you yesterday? Leave me alone. I want an FU button, so just tell it to F off, please. But yeah, I just been watching older stuff. I'm back on Breaking Bad, which after that I'll probably bounce to The Sopranos, and after The Sopranos I'll bounce to Band of Brothers in the Pacific and go that route for a while. It's just always something. There's always something from before that's good to watch.
Oh yeah, have you guys, either of you, ever seen the series Rome?
No.
It came out a while ago. It's only 2 seasons because I guess it was supposed to go 5, and they cut it short, so they like crammed a lot into the last season, into the second season. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. If you don't like woke stuff, it's based on history. I mean, they take a few liberties, but it's basically from when Caesar crosses the Rubicon to the whole thing with Anthony and Cleopatra, and it covers that whole thing, and it's really good.
It was good, dude, and so I think Rome was HBO. If I might be wrong.
Yeah, it was HBO.
Okay,
and it basically follows two ordinary people, but they meet all the famous people, but the ordinary guys is like Marcus Varenus and Titus Pullis. Those two become friends. They're both centurions, and you follow them through, and you're just rooting for these guys the whole way through. There's one point of one of them is condemned to death. I don't want to give anything away, but you're like, he has to fight in the arena, and he's taking out all these gladiators, and you're like, is his friend going to help him? Is his friend, it's like is like you're practically cheering by the end of the episode. It's like you got it's just really good. I mean, it's really good. I can't recommend it highly enough. So that's my endorsement.
Yeah.
That was before Game of Thrones. It was kind of them HBO warming up for Game of Thrones. Only it's, in my opinion, a lot better than Game of Thrones. But
I couldn't get into Game of Thrones.
yeah,
I tried.
it's one of those. I mean, it's a show. Game of Thrones is one of those shows that I like a lot of now. It's like it wants to subvert your expectations, where the heroes are stupid, evil always triumphs. It's like enough of. I've had enough of that already. It's like
Yeah, we see that day to day on the news.
Right. Yeah, you don't need to. You live that. You know, I don't want to see. I want escapism. You know, but it's like Rome is not that way though.
Helping his sister either, but again.
Well, that's true.
But you know, I mean, I was fine with the series. I enjoyed it up till the end. The end was bad. We did a lot of reviews on it. I got to review with some really cool people, Albunas and Black Angus review, myself and Moist Visions Inc. Brandon Moist, rest in peace. But it's Mr. Peabody even got to do some with us because we just did different than what we do on here, but we're doing the reviews from week to week from episode, when it was live. Jeff the Iron Wolf was on with me as well. It was great. We were so excited, and we talk about ideas that we had in our heads, what might come, and then we'd see what happened, and then we talk about it again the next week, and so on and so forth. And that was, so much fun back then with Game of Thrones. And then, they dropped the ball, but again, they got those contracts. They didn't care. They're like, oh, we're out of here after this. So, that Marvel or DC money or whatever it was. So.
Right. I think they were going to do a Star Wars stuff. But that got canceled after the horrible way that Game of Thrones ended. It was just.
Yep. So. And I mean, the only positive thing is he never finished the books. And if that was his idea to finish it that way, he saw what the fan response is.
Right.
So he never, ever finishes the book. That was his true ending. And, obviously they took a little bit of liberties here and there doing it that way. But, that was the one thing about The Walking Dead, the way the comic ended. Brandon loved the way that he ended it on his terms, not keeping it going because of the series.
Right.
So, and I know
he'll
a comic fan, so
he'll never finish those damn books. I bet you $5 he never finishes his books.
Duke's bet, man. Duke's bet, just $1.
Yeah.
Or like
there you go.
We used to do the races, and it'd be a Slurpee. So for a Slurpee, because Slurpees used to be like $1 something for a large.
Yeah, I'm not going to bet $100 like Dion Green did that Avatar 2 will never come out.
Yeah.
So, because I'm pretty sure that's going to come out, so he's going to have to pony up some cash. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he didn't think Maverick was going to come out either.
Oh right, yeah. I still need to see that. Have either of you seen that?
I want to see it. I was supposed to go Wednesday, but I just wasn't feeling very good.
I did get the original movie, and I have now seen the original movie in its entirety.
You had never seen
I had only seen the I think I mentioned this before, the Doug Boguslawski cut, which was a friend of mine who just cut out the flying scenes. So it's like a 25-minute movie of just all the jet fighter scenes and none of the other stuff. So
how did you never come across it on TV?
I don't know. Somehow I just never
watched it. I watched a little bit of it on TV and was just like, eh. I put it on Amazon Prime, had it for free. I put it on. I got about 15 minutes in, and I'm like, I can't watch this. I just don't give a shit.
Wow.
It's just not for me. Kind of like the Game of Thrones thing with you, dude. It's just I just didn't care.
Oh wow. Now see, well, the reason why that I had seen it before, but we had gotten a surround sound system back in '99, I think, and it was like it was a big deal. Like, DVDs and that stuff was like cutting edge back then.
Oh yeah.
Well, we got a DVD player and a surround sound system, and so we got Gone in 60 Seconds and Top Gun and like a couple other DVDs. And Top Gun was the movie we did to check out how the surround sound would sound, because like the shots and the scenes where the jets are flying by with that sound system, dude, was so crazy just to hear it go.
For me, it was The Matrix.
Okay.
The guns. And then
the music. I really want to watch that movie. We need to watch all three of them, because I remember the first one, but I don't remember the other two.
There's another one. I've only seen the first one.
Really?
And I've never seen the second and third or fourth one.
I know that I have seen them, but they didn't impact me.
Huh.
I know there's a motorcycle chase on the interstate in like the second one, and there's a pretty gnarly wreck.
Well, it's because they dive more into the Matrix as it being a computer system and shit, and that's basically the last two movies is basically what you're getting from the first, which we already know that, the little Indian girl that they're trying to get, gone because they don't want the program to no longer exist because she's scheduled for termination, if you will. And that's what that is. And that even ties, I think, into this last one that I watched the new one set and I can't remember it. And I was sober when I watched it.
I was getting ready to ask if you knew of what was the second one or the fourth one about.
And I don't remember the Animatrix because that's technically the fourth movie and this is the fifth. But yes.
Okay. I didn't know that was part of like the canon.
It was up until this new movie and they called it 4. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, the Animatrix fit in somehow between the first and second movie, I think it was, or second and third, but it was, I think, a prequel kind of. But yeah, it's been so long. That's why when they launched it, I was really surprised because it'd been so long, and I'm like, really? Like, come on, aren't you still living high off that John Wick money? But I watched the reunion, and it just wasn't as organic as the first 3 movies. And once you see the first 3 and you know how it ends, you're just like, okay. And you were fine with it, or you weren't. But I was just like, all right, whatever.
They replaced Lawrence Fishbone, don't they?
I think so. I don't think he's in the fifth.
Yeah, they get some other guy to play his character. It's weird.
That's stupid.
Yeah. He said he was never even asked to be in it. That's just weird.
So, are y'all gonna watch Beetlejuice 2?
Probably not.
Is that actually going to come out?
Well, they said they hired Johnny Depp to play Beetlejuice.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember seeing anything about the actual movie itself.
That's the first I've heard of it.
If you Google it and go to cast, it shows you him as the Beetlejuice.
Huh.
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, I haven't heard any production. We haven't seen trailers.
Yeah, that's not. I don't know because he didn't actually get hired until the court case got started. So,
well, until it finished up.
Yeah.
Talk about getting a job depending on which way the jury voted.
I don't know if that would have mattered because he got to tell his side of the story that people knew.
Right.
And now the news is trying to get back Amber Heard, and I don't understand why.
Because they're feminists.
Yeah.
No, seriously, they're feminists. They hate men. He won.
Yeah.
Sanity won, and they're losing their shit over it.
Right.
What are you guys gonna do for Father's Day?
as little as possible. I might cook out something. I might cook out some steaks. Well, they're supposed to be pretty nice.
I'm doing hot wings.
Ah.
Deep frying them or?
Yeah, the only way.
And if I'm lucky, I'll get to see my kids, but that never happens. So
that's sad.
Yep. I haven't seen my boys in years. And then, Sam's working. So
why haven't you seen your boys in years?
It's just been that way. I haven't seen the youngest one. We've been here 8 years. The orange room was his for less than 6 months. So I haven't seen him in at least 7.5 years.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah. But, oh well, everybody graduated high school. Nobody had kids in high school.
There you go.
So, yep. They got to be young adults, so everything they've done from then on is on them, not me.
Dude, I'm going to see if I can talk my wife into maybe this for Father's Day. You know how cool that would be?
Oh, yeah.
And then you get it, and then you put the other one in the box and say, you sent me the wrong one, give me my money back.
Well, the box is right here. I would just take... I'm pretty sure it's past the 90 days. I don't know, maybe. Because I got this for my birthday. The Stream Deck. And the Stream Deck's cool and all, but...
It's StreamYards that don't like it.
Yeah. Well, I need an interface. I need an audio interface. Yeah. Because I would plug that into the interface. See, what's going on is I'm getting... I'm getting noises through my computer speakers, and then the microphone is picking it up.
Right.
But if I had an interface, you would be able to hear it through the computer and not through my microphone.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. That'd be so dope if I could get a Rodecaster. It's like the Mac Daddy of like podcast tools.
So, which I got to tell you something that happened today off air, Seth.
Okay, well, hold that thought. We're got about, I don't know. Well, I guess we can start closing it down now because I've got to be out of here by 10:30.
Yeah, I was gonna say with you having to work and
dude, I got to be up at 4:45.
Which I mean, did we have a short show last week?
Not really.
No, it was about an hour and a half.
I'm trying to figure out how we had a spike in views.
Let's see.
We had a huge spike in it, and I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Been plugging.
664.
We're getting a lot of more people from other, around some of the same people though,
But then again, coffee and gaming 114. Whenever the last time I did Uncharted, it got 80 views.
So maybe they're taking their foot off that brake for us.
Maybe everything seems to have changed. Yeah.
Well, Elon Musk says if Twitter don't work out for him, he's going to go for YouTube.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, last week's show, 664.
Yep.
That's crazy. We had a good show, though. We were having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We had Collector last week, right?
Do we have collector? I know Seth was gone last week. He was on.
That must
I
have
think
been
he
it.
was.
Seth wasn't here, so see the box.
I'm curious.
Seth's not here.
I'm curious if it's. Do you got a?
Yeah, it's collector.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, poor old fire. Gosh, I was gone a long time. I didn't realize it. My bad.
It worked out fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I said kids acting up. Got to lay down the dad hammer. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Understood.
Yep. Big time understood.
Well, anyway, Coffee and Gaming is probably going to be recorded because Tommy doesn't seem to have good, stable internet.
This is true.
So I've got to get to uploading that so that way I can go to bed at a respectable time.
Yep.
Woohoo.
Funny thing is, same shirt, but it's clean. So
Oh, yeah. That is funny.
I just caught that because I threw it on. I was like, all right, I'm gonna throw this on. And then last week I had the same shirt on, but I had on the big hat.
That's funny.
It is. It really is. Oh yeah. Gotta love it.
I mean, could be the hashtags. There's the boys, Obi-Wan, and Kenobi. So I mean, all three were pretty hot topics last week.
There you go.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it was.
But anyway,
I just
All
wish
right,
we
you
had
get-
more entertainment like the boys because I'm enjoying it.
I know, man, it is really good.
Love, Death, and Robots is another good one.
I still gotta watch that.
Me too, man. I really want to see that.
I mean, the artwork looks great in it because everyone's different.
The stories are so much fun too. I can't wait till there's time for you guys to start watching it, and then we can start doing some stuff for it for the channel because it's a good show. It's just so funny.
I will tell you, I finished Legacy. I know y'all probably haven't watched that, but
I watched the first episode.
well, they ended it with season 4.
I was thinking Invincible. My bad, wrong one. I was thinking the animated series, but I know what you're talking about. That's the Charles Xavier's son, right?
Do you know the originals on the CW?
No.
Well, so it's basically werewolves, vampires, witches, and stuff like that.
Okay.
And it's a spinoff of a spinoff. So, like, there was 2 before it. So it was called Legacy, and basically it was like a school for gifted people. And but it had more of a horror film to it. And since the CW, it was one of the only CWs that wasn't woke as bad. So I watched it, and because the CW is losing money right now, they can't afford to make a season 5. So they're just canceling it, even though it's in the top 3 CW shows.
It's ridiculous.
Well, number 3 ain't number 1, baby.
Number 1 is that Superman thing.
Superman and Lois?
Yeah.
That's actually a good show.
I just couldn't get into it. I already saw Lois and Clark with, so I was good there with Dean Cain.
Oh, dude, I love that show.
What?
But Superman and Lois is pretty good.
I just don't care for that actor as Superman when I see him in the crossover shit. I'm just like, no.
Yeah, but
I don't like a scrawny Superman.
And I didn't care for, like, I watched the first
scrawny.
episode and I just didn't really care for where it was going. And I'm like, I hope this doesn't last long.
He looks average.
That's what Superman's supposed to look like.
No, in the comic books, everything, he still had some. He was
right,
a little
but
bit
he's not
above
supposed to
average.
be that jacked.
Yeah.
But
Superman's supposed to be the average man.
he was supposed to look like an average jock. Like,
Right.
Well, Christopher
All-American football player.
I don't think so.
Chris Reeves did it really good.
Well, he was that before. He was that before John Burns started drawing him and making him look ridiculously jacked. But I mean, he was supposed to be, just a little above average in the muscle department, but not ridiculous.
Not like Luke Ferrigno or nothing like that. And I get that. And I'm fine with that. But the actor they got playing in that, he doesn't look. To me, he doesn't. I don't get the Superman feel. Smallville, I got the Superman feel.
Yeah. Tom Welling was good looking, but as Superman, but Tyler Hoechlin doesn't, or was that his name? Tyler Hoechlin, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look bad. I mean,
he doesn't look bad, but he don't get the Superman film, and he over dramatically acts. In my personal opinion, I'm sorry.
Better than John Cryer as Lex Luthor.
He looked like Amber Heard on the stage.
Better than
I thought John Cryer did an okay job.
He did, but I just can't see it. I'm just like, no. When they had him up against Smallville,
he got but he got promoted from his nephew to the real Luthor. See, can't you see this?
Right.
So I thought that was kind of cool. He's not the best Luthor.
I love Lex Luthor myself,
dude. Yes, that dude was awesome.
You can't, but I think that's like your top tier right there now.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't think you can go past that one.
But they could have brought him in on the crossover to be Lex Luthor, is my point, and it would have been so much better than John Cryer. I think of 2.5 Men.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see him, I see Alan Harper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or I see him from the Hot Shot movie.
Right.
How well? Yeah. He did as good a job as John Cryer could have done in that role. I put that way.
I will give you. That he did a very good job. But again, just not my legs.
You know who would have been awesome in that part that was rumored to be Lex Luthor in the movies that they should have got was Bryan Cranston.
Yes,
he would have been fucking perfect.
Oh yeah,
I mean just perfect.
Big Cranston fan, yes.
But of course they didn't get him because they wanted to get whoever the hell they got.
At least they didn't use the Lex Luthor from Batman versus Superman either. That redheaded shit.
Oh yeah.
You know, Nicolas Cage almost became Superman.
Yeah.
They had a suit and everything for him.
Yeah. They have him.
I think it would have been awful because the suit.
I've seen the pictures. Yeah, the suit looked garbage. It was all mostly black, I think.
But no, it was LEDs all throughout it.
Oh.
They made him glow.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of a different one.
All right, guys. You guys ready to call it a night? Because we're about to go another hour talking about Superman.
My bad.
Because I got to get out of
here. Yeah, way to kill an exit, Tom.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Anyways, check us out tomorrow morning. We will be a recording on YouTube.
Okay.
But yeah. Sorry, guys. I hate it. This is 3 weeks. This will be 4 weeks now that I haven't been able to do coffee and gaming, and it's driving me nuts.
That your work schedule's messed up or something?
Well, 2 weeks was on vacation. 2 Saturdays coming and going. The Saturday before we did a yard sale to try to make a little bit of vacation money, and then this week I've got work. Stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, stupid perfect attendance.
Don't they know that you've got a YouTube channel?
Right. I'm trying to just make YouTube content.
You're getting hundreds of views here. Come on.
Yeah. Some of my Instagram videos, they got like thousands of views. So, but anyway, you guys take care. Have a good night. We'll see you later. And as always,
happy Juneteenth.
China is asshole.
What was that? Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Yeah, and happy Father's Day.
Yes.
Thank you.